it like rocket fuel.
Yeah. One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to
Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rockin' Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 52, 52, X3, 218, chopper. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Deuce. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check new draw corkers. Kill.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He finds an opening past the 40. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Nyheim Hines, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 13. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check three, check three, check three. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Set, ready? 10-2 stop. Bristol, travel. Smooth. Hey, Sam off. Snap.
They'll look to throw. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Come on,
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Slam, slam, slam.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Check 52 the line. Hey, here we go. Shit.
Hey, zoom.
52, line 52. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Line 52.
Hey, come on now.
Look at me. Zipper.
Mike by 2.
Hit it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. For Marshall, that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 15 Ronnie. 15 Ronnie. Big grip.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Go! Watch twitch. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Switch.
61, match box, lights.
Rush in.
Fire.
They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Down. 60 or. Fair.
Check nine.
Go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Check.
Now a toss play. It's Hines.
Go.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. 56 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, You've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hard. Hey, Delta. Jim. Let's go.
Back to throw here. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Switch it.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. In for the score. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Alert 3. Check 13.
2nd and 3. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Aaron Donald in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. They're going to look to throw. Into double coverage. coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
You got enough. 5. Now. Now.
2nd and 4. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Rush twins. 552.
In your face.
Check.
You're out. Hey, foxtrot. Go. Hit it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's Hines. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Pilot, 64, weak. Leo. Hey, Haywood.
Watch the whip.
Hey.
2nd and 5. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Hey, exit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 44 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw here. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He'll drop to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2nd and 10. Caught by the tight end Ertz. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Bang, 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 bang. Watch safety 3, watch safety promo.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though.
This is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Let's go. 52's the mark, boy, 52.
Looking to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check your hot read. Slam, slam. Check. Lucky. Check 52.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Pittsburgh. Hey, Sam off. Go.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Hey.
Watch the screen.
Let's go.
Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll drop the throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will get them one closer. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Switch!
On first down, it's Hines. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Any weapon. Yo, faster.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Down. 70, Indy.
6-man. Check curls. Watch the eye.
General West, look at me. Door. Yeah, get it.
They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Here we go. Kill.
Hey, orbit.
Mike spot 4.
Yo, go. Yo, now.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
4 down.
Side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, we got 4.
Looking deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 40. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Ready? 60 or
54 Mike. Bandit. Bandit. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
hit it.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 44-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch the boot. Watch the
Big grip. Big grip.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Check 26. 5.
They run with Hines. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch Mike. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. No. Check that. We want Mike 52.
Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Ready. Go to base. Mike 47. Watch the out. Watch the out. Hayward.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Go. 47 to Mike, boy. 47.
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. It's a give to the right, Ingram. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5.
You got it! You got it!
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Strip that ball. Kill, kill, kill.
X3, 218, chopper.
They run the counter. It's Hines. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back.